there, it's Valerie here. What a great response I have gotten from the post that went out yesterday. If you're listening to me on my podcast, yesterday I put out an honest series of posts about the fact that most people who are burning out actually really don't know that they are until it's the crash factor, and that some of the stuff that goes on in our head really is the stuff that keeps us burning out, that we don't even deserve to burn out, that we actually haven't worked hard, that we're not actually really even scratching the surface of success, what a failure we are, and so therefore how can we be burning out? And my goodness, the response back was international. I actually had someone who wrote to me that says that the email that I sent out with the prompts of what I had posted actually helped to give them clarity for a decision that they were about to make in an hour. I had someone from Malaysia say to me, they've more than likely been sitting in burnout much longer than they had realized because the post actually prompted for them to think about their internal scripts. I had a doctor say to me that in their profession, they're actually trained to just normalize that the ingredients for the churn and the burns just normal. And you just don't put up your hand and say that this is you, right? The shame of the game, the shame of the game. Look, I just want to come online and say, that is, you deserve better. You don't deserve to be in a game where you are ashamed. So you're going to hear bits and pieces from me this morning as I share with you personally what the game is like for me when I'm trying to do my stuff as well. So I've already had 2 coaching conversations this morning, one at 6 o'clock, and then another kind of random one that's been happening from last night to today. And you can't see me now, those of you on my podcast or my video, but I'm actually just sitting very comfortably now thinking about the people who watch over me. I am so blessed to have people that watch over me, and it actually comes from a space of really pushing against the shame and pushing against the belief factor that this is just all part of serving others. That I burn and I churn and get a good 10 years and then I'm out of here and I go do something else. I just want to push back on that. And so many people in my world, the people that I invite into my world, really feel that they can speak truth into my life. And other than the value of freedom, truth speaking is really important to me. It's really painful. It's really painful. So folks, if you caught my live last night, I said that I was about to go for a run. I shared personally about the really destructive messages that I had in my head around running, and last night actually went and hit the pavement, and every bit of the journey is painful. Even when someone looks into your world, you cringe. I tend to always cringe, but you know what? The message and the person behind the message, genuinely, if someone is looking over your shoulder, if there's someone you've let into your world, they've not intruded, right? So people who troll you have intruded, but the people that you have invited and who've a track record of speaking truth directly and frankly, they continue to watch over you, right? And they continue to just give you these little tic-tacs, Mentos, and sometimes lint balls of encouragement. And I received 2 today. And I can tell you that no matter how long I've been doing this work, I too believe that what's going to come out of the mouths of people is criticism, right? I believe that people are going to slap me around. People are actually going to say, you phony, you fake, or worse, you don't know what you're talking about, get off the air. Every time. Even though these are people I know. And the cringe factor is there. And then what comes out of their mouth, though, is so contrary, but it's still truth. They still want me to challenge those thoughts. They still want me to actually say, don't avoid the thing that you're afraid of, because the other side could be so much better, could be so much different, right? And the correlation between the vomit factor, which is, not avoiding the thing that, people are saying, just do it, and then going over on the other side and actually doing it is like, you just can't compare. It's just so different. And so I got these two messages this morning, or two conversations if you like. The second conversation is an interesting one because it comes from someone whom I've only really just met. Actually, both these people I've only really just met, so I have a habit of identifying really what my areas that I'm avoiding, where my break points are, where my vulnerabilities are, and just go and look for the resources and the people who can help me to fill those gaps. And both these people, they're like next level truth tellers, okay? One of them is actually really scary. I have seen their interactions online, and I know that if they're going to call you out in something, they're going to call you out in something, right? So it's a real gamble to actually put your stuff out there and say, look, this is what I'm struggling with. This is where my mindset is. This is what I actually believe. And I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do what you've told me to do. I'm just not doing it, not budging. And then, because like you've seen them blast people out and you think, well, I hear it's coming. But it doesn't. It doesn't. And what I actually think is the difference, right? I actually believe that when I'm asking for help or for input, that simple act of opening myself up is actually a weakness. And so therefore, someone is going to actually say to me, you're so weak, why can't you figure this out yourself? Go slap yourself around and figure this out. But that's not the case. What usually is prompting that is a level of insight and bravery and resourcefulness and courage to say, I've identified that I don't want to be in this space. Because if I'm in this space, not only do I go down, but whoever else that's with me goes down as well. I can't afford for that to happen. I don't want the people around me to live with this or to go down with me. I actually want to be able to stand up and even take the small steps to keep going so that they can keep going too. And that's the kernel of truth. That's the truth. And that's why the people who surround you, who want to input into your world, want to be a part of that truth as well. So Resource Me 2020 Live starts tomorrow. It starts at 2 p.m. It's a whole series of twos, maybe second chance, maybe 2020 vision, but it's 20/02/2020, 2 p.m. This is your kernel of truth to step into. There isn't going to be blasting you into smithereens. There isn't going to be take you out and take you down when you're already down, because I want to see you keep going. I want to be a part of your world that is doing and outputting and leaking energy. I want to be a part of what you're doing so that you can do more and go further. And I want to be a part of that space that says, I want you to wait 12 months, 24 months, like the people who have messaged me, who are saying that they've sat in this space. And even if that's you, I want you to come in. I want you to have the windows open out of the prison that you've been in. So please join me. The links are up. I'll see you there.